5 hurricane there. It was merciless. The images now coming in of the horrific destruction in its wake after the wind, of course, the floodwater surging in. Tens of thousands of homes damaged or destroyed tonight. At least 5 people have died. That toll growing. Tonight, where does this monster hurricane go next? And the models at this hour that show it coming very close to the coast and how just a small shift in the coming hours could be devastating. Chief Meteorologist Ginger Z is live in Jupiter Beach, Florida tonight with to do his track and the timing for us. Ginger?
David, it is so hard to imagine that beast that is about 100 miles to my east-southeast has been stationary for the last 2 hours. It's only moved 16 miles since 7 a.m. this morning, but it will start its path north-northwest tonight. It'll start tonight, it'll go through tomorrow, and that's what that track shows. So it remains offshore, but remember, a hurricane is not a point. It is a wider thing than that. 45 miles outside of the center, you can feel hurricane force winds. So all the way up through Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, we're going to be talking about this through the end of this week. Let's talk about why, though. A lot of people are asking, how and when is it going to move? Because it hasn't. Well, you've been blocked by this ridge of high pressure and another one actually over the south. But you see on this water vapor imagery, that trough is going to help kick it to the north and eventually east. It'll work kind of like a gear, that high pressure system, and it starts to slide it up the coast and away from the U.S. So that's what we're looking for. It eventually makes its way up to Canada. But in the meantime, you don't have to have it hit you to have wind gusts of up to near 70 miles per hour, like we will here tomorrow afternoon. Jupiter close to 70, Vero Beach 58. Look at the northern part, Daytona at 50, and those hurricane watches go all the way up to South Carolina. You could also see 4 to 7 feet of storm surge, David.
And just to reiterate, Ginger, this is not about landfall. You will feel the effects of this along. And ABC's Marcus Moore was right there with our team.
Tonight in the Bahamas, a life-threatening storm surge sweeping across the island nation.
This is very deep water.
The storm came ashore on the Abaco Islands on Sunday. With Category 5 hurricane force winds gusting above 225 miles per hour, cars and entire homes submerged for more than 24 hours straight.
You can see what it's doing here, and off in the distance, those waves crashing against the pier.
Our team is moving inside for safety.
I don't know how well you can see it, but I want you to listen to the wind and the howl of the wind as it goes by. We've seen large pieces of debris flying in the other direction. All right, and it looks like we've just lost power.
The storm soon destroying our equipment. Authorities warning residents still on their road, telling them to use hammers to break through the attic if necessary. As the eye passed over one mother pleading for prayer live on Facebook.
Everyone, please pray for us, please. Please, my baby's only 4 months old. Please pray for us. People trying to make it to the other side where this white house is, but some people, the water just took them.
The roof ripped off of her apartment building. Soon sheltering again with other families.
I just don't know a safe place we could be right now.
On Grand Bahama Island this morning,
You all sure we can make this?
John Forbes and his family racing to get to his neighbor's 2-story home.
We're getting a lot of distress calls. The person's needing rescue, needing to be rescued, but we cannot get to them right now.
And we are seeing the catastrophic damage in Dorian's wake.
Lenny's house. Used to be Lenny's house. What's left of it? Unreal.
Tonight, reports that as many as 13,000 homes are damaged or destroyed. And a grandmother now grieving over the loss of her grandson.
Did they say how he died?
I think this is wrong.
The death toll now at least 5 and certain to rise.
And Marcus Moore reporting in now on the phone from the Bahamas. And Marcus, away from the shore. Thousands of flights canceled up and down the coast. Operations halted at this hour at 11 Florida airports. The Orlando airport, the main one there, shuts down tomorrow. ABC's Gio Benitez is in New Smyrna Beach tonight.
Tonight, with more than 2 million people ordered to evacuate from Florida all the way to North Carolina's Outer Banks, the message from authorities is clear.
If you're in a mandatory, you just have to get out.
Dorian now menacing the Florida coast just over 100 miles offshore. Some still boarding up. We met Lenny Glover as we headed further inland.
So right now you're just watching and waiting.
Like everybody else in Volusia County.
But tonight, so many have already left their homes and businesses behind.
We've now made it more inland, but just take a look. Even here, business after business is just boarded up. People are listening to those warnings. It's a ghost town here.
In Boynton Beach, police going door to door, patients at hospitals, and dozens of nursing homes are being moved inland. In South Carolina, all lanes of this highway are now leading away from the coast. Tonight, many in Charleston are still filling sandbags. Our Steve Olsensami is there.
People are deciding to stay in many instances and are getting sandbagged. There are locations